Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Friday evening to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are in week 12 of our San Diego Red Dragons franchise, and we are battling off against the 6-4 Las Vegas Raiders. So we're 10-0 on the season. We're hoping to go 11-0, and we should be at least the number one seed for the AFC. If not, the Miami Dolphins could be at that number one seed as well, because both teams are undefeated as of right now. So next episode against the New York Giants is when we're really going to find out if we're actually going to get the first round seed or not, because they show you the playoff bracket. Anyways, without further ado, we'll see you at kickoff. So this is the first time the Las Vegas Raiders return to San Diego. Last time they played in San Diego against the Chargers was back on December the 18th of 2016, where the Raiders actually won that game at Qualcomm Stadium, which is now demolished. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is kickoff time here at SeaWorld Stadium in San Diego, California. And Harrison Butker is ready to kick this one off, and the Raiders are ready to return. And they return this one. They get stopped at the 29-yard line there. So Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders step onto the field for the first time at SeaWorld Stadium this season. And this could be a playoff. This is who we could be facing off in the playoffs. So that's going to be an interesting matchup to see. And Derek Carr throws this pass. He has 2,000 passing yards on the season. Congrats to him. And I think he completed that pass to Darren Waller. So that's going to be a 1st and 10 for Las Vegas. So I remember when they were in Oakland. I mean, they didn't do as great in the last few seasons. The stadium wasn't all that nice in the last few seasons. But it was the last stadium to share an MLB and an NFL stadium, which the Oakland Athletics, I believe, are the current tenants. So they're going to throw this one to Henry Ruggs III. So he's going to get that first down. 3 for 3 there, 27 yards, 1st and 10 for Las Vegas. So the Vegas Raiders, they're going to think about handing this one off to Josh Jacobs, and he lost a yard there on that play. So that's going to be a 2nd down and 11 from the 44-yard line. And he's actually going to throw the pass, and he gets sacked there by C.J. Mosley, which he does get the first sack of the game and a 38th sack defensively this season. So that's going to be 3rd and 20. So they lost about a couple yards there on that play. So, and they get sacked again. Damon Harrison actually makes that fumble recovery. And we get to see Cam Newton step onto the field for the first time in this episode. And we are going to use the strong formation. We're going to use the slants route here on 1st and 10 for the Red Dragons. So I'm just going to run it with Newton. I mean, last episode was his debut with the Red Dragons since we traded Brian Romano, who was on our practice squad. He didn't really play very much in the beginning of the season. So Cam Newton runs it in. Touchdown, Red Dragons. They're going to lead this one 7-0, while Cam Newton gets his 60th career rushing touchdown. And they're going to lead this one 7-0. And we will see you guys in the 2nd quarter. Alright, and Joe Hayden did claim an INT, so we are not going to take the break. So, break is canceled, so Las Vegas gets its second turnover of the game, so we're going to hand this off to Justin White, who is about to have 700 rushing yards this season. And he's used the juke move there. He got 24 yards on that play, so this will be his 10th rush with more than 20 yards this season, which this will be the final snap of the first quarter. Newton hands this off to Justin White, and he's running for the ball. So he gets that first down, and that's going to be a first and goal. So that's a 27-yard run. So this will be his second run of the game that he's had more than 20 yards. So that's really impressive by this young man from Clemson University. So Justin White actually gets this into the end zone. Travis Kelce whatsoever has appeared to be down and injured. So Red Dragons are going to lead this one 14-0. All right, first down at 10. So Justin White did score a touchdown, so they're going to throw this one out. And Tyrell Williams, a former San Diego Chargers wide receiver, does claim that reception. So that's going to be a first down and 10 for the Raiders. So Las Vegas, I almost said Oakland there, but they are still the same franchise, but different city. And Chris Jones makes the sack there. So we have 3 sacks in this game. Our defense has gotten more consistent because we've been getting a lot more sacks defensively, which is impressive to see. I mean, you don't see that a whole lot with our defense. I mean, our defense is probably one of the best ranked defenses in this league, but Darren Waller claims that reception. So Derek Carr, he wants to add more yards, not lose more yards. He wants to have positive yards rather than negative yardage. So that's going to be a first down and 10 from the 11. So there's almost 2 minutes to go. So Derek Carr loses the ball, and it appears to have been Frank Clark who made that fumble recovery. So that's going to be the second fumble of the game and our 4th sack defensively. So we're going to hand this off to Justin White. So Justin White uses that juke move, and he's been breaking tackles along the way, but he gets stopped at the 44 there. All right, now first down and 10, Cam Newton back to pass, and he gets sacked by Carl Nassib, and that's going to be his first sack of the game defensively for the Raiders. So we're going to use that same exact play we were about to do, but we lost about 6 yards there on that play, so we got sacked for quite a bit of yardage. So Larry Fitzgerald, he uses that juke move, and he actually jumps this one in, gets that touchdown, and this will be his 8th touchdown reception on the season, and the Red Dragons lead this one 21-0. All right, first and 10 from the 31-yard line. Derek Carr, he is going to get sacked by Damar Harrison, so the Raiders actually do recover that fumble. And this is not his first sack of the game for Damon Harrison. He has 2 sacks already in this game. I mean, he did make a fumble recovery, so he might end up winning Defensive Player of the Week, rather. And we actually get this one. Ryan Kerrigan, the former Washington Redskins linebacker, made that fumble recovery. So we're just going to use a simple run play featuring Justin White. So Cam Newton hands us off to White, and he has 100 rushing yards in this game total, because 94 plus 6 does equal 100 with his 15th touchdown reception on the season. We're actually going to convert for a 2-point conversion, and we'll see you guys in the second half. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is kickoff time here at SeaWorld Stadium in San Diego. Beginning of the second half, by the way. So Tariq Cohen, the former Chicago Bears running back, he's going to return this one, and he's going to get stopped there at the 26. So that's going to be a first down. And I am actually going to use Patrick Mahomes for the third quarter. Well, second half, actually. Well, third quarter, I might use some Mahomes. And I'm probably going to use some Andy Dalton in the fourth. So Mahomes, he's going to fire this one out to Larry Fitzgerald. And he does have a good throwing arm. He's a 99 overall. He did play a little bit of college baseball. But I think he did get drafted straight out of high school in the MLB draft, Patrick Mahomes. but he declined because he wanted to play college football, which is interesting because many of those NFL players that got drafted in the MLB draft, many of them said no, they didn't want to play baseball because they thought, well, football's more important, and Tom Brady was actually one of those athletes. And he does get a touchdown, T.Y. Hilton. This will be his 10th one on the season, and the Red Dragons lead this one 36-0. All right, first down and 10 from the 33 here in San Diego. They're going to hand this one off to Josh Jacobs, and he gains at least about 2 yards on that play. So he's no longer on the negative yardage, so that's something good to see. He's been improving all along. And he steps back to pass. He's going to throw this one out to Darren Waller, and he gets that first down. And he has 100 yards passing exactly. So he's had one INT all along. 74% of his yards were for Darren Waller, but the other 26 were by other receivers like Tyrell Williams. And that was a pass deflection. That could have been an interception. I would have wanted to see an INT, possibly returned all the way for a touchdown. You may never know what happens on the next few plays. So Josh Jacobs runs the ball. He gains another yard. And the clock's winding down pretty fast here in San Diego, California. And let's see here. Derek Carr throws this one. That's incomplete. 4th and 9 for Las Vegas. And the Raiders are going to have to punt this one out to Tyreek Hill. And Tyreek Hill's going to return this one. So he returns it. And he breaks tackles along the way. And he gets stopped there at the 21. So that's going to be a first down. 24-yard return there. And I'm going to use a PA Power O. Why do I have Cam Newton as the quarterback? I put Patrick Mahomes as the QB. So he has 3 carries, 40 yards, and a touchdown. And we're just going to use a strong formation for this play, the 494 F flat pass play. 30 seconds ago, Mahomes steps back, fires this one to Fitzgerald, uses that juke move, and he's going to run this one. I'm thinking he could possibly get a touchdown. Maybe not, but we got it in the red zone, so we'll see you guys in the 4th quarter. Okay, 1st and goal from the 8. Mahomes, he's going to run the field, actually, and he gets sacked at the 12-yard line. Loss of 4 yards there, so I'm going to change this up, and I'm actually going to put some Andy Dalton in. We don't really play him as much because he's not at the best overall as of yet. Ever since we got Cam Newton, we throw this one. It is a touchdown, but let's see what happened there. There is a flag, yes. But could it be on us? We don't know. Possibly, so it is actually on us. So that's going to be a penalty. So that's going to be a 3rd and goal. So they're not going to accept this penalty because they don't want to get trailed by so many points. And we're basically going to win this. So we're going to fire this one out to T.Y. Hilton, and he claims that at the 4-yard line. So either way, we are going to actually fake the sprint. We're actually going to fake this field goal. Hopefully we should be able to get this in for a touchdown. If not, Las Vegas will have possession, and we don't. We do not claim that touchdown. So this means Las Vegas is way behind the backfield, so they don't want to trail as many yards lost. So he's going to get sacked. The ball is out. We actually get a touchdown on this one. I did not expect scoring a touchdown on this fumble. I thought we were going to get a 2-point safety, but this is a lot better because 2-point safeties, you don't get as many points. It's very minimal. So it's like 2. I'd give him, this was a touchdown. This is like 10 times better than a 2-point safety because the odds are when you score a 2-point safety, you generally lose the game afterwards. So Red Dragons lead this one 43-0. We're going to take a break. We'll see you after the 2-minute warning. Alright, now first and goal from the 8-yard line. Fires this one. That's going to be incomplete. Andy Dalton there 1 for 2. Had 12 yards on that play. So that's going to be a second and goal from the 8. Dalton fires this one. Fitzgerald does claim that touchdown reception. So that's going to be a 50-0 lead. Larry Fitzgerald does claim his second touchdown of the game. And this will be 50-0. Alright, now first down and 10 from the 32-yard line. 1:15 to go in the fourth, so they're going to actually attempt to throw this one. So they fire this one out to Henry Ruggs III. He does get the first down, 7 for 12, 120 yards for 20-yard pass. So he has 2 receptions and 30 yards in this episode. First down and 10. And let's see here. Oh my goodness, he's going to throw this one. That's also going to be incomplete. So that's going to be second and 10. Las Vegas still at the 48. They have not scored a single touchdown. I think we're the number 1 team, I'm pretty sure, that has less allowed points this season. So 8 for 14, 136 yards, and 1 INT for Derek Carr. So he has been doing the average player does. I mean, he could have got some touchdowns today, but he blew it. He blew it because of all those turnovers, and they're going to throw this one to Darren Waller, and this might conclude the game. So the Red Dragons still remain 11-0 on the season, and I'll explain more about it in statistics. Alright, Derek Carr, 58.0 passer rating, 9 for 17 there, 1 INT on the day. Whatsoever, Patrick Mahomes and Cam Newton did claim perfect passer ratings with 1 touchdown. Even though Andy Dalton scored a touchdown, he did not achieve that perfect passer rating. But still, it's pretty good. Justin White, 8 carries, 115 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day with 4 broken tackles. Cam Newton with 3 carries, 40 yards, and 1 touchdown on the day. Receiving-wise, Larry Fitzgerald, 5 receptions, 166 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day. T.Y. Hilton with 1 touchdown on the day. And that's basically for the offensive touchdown. So defensively, C.J. Mosley, 4 sacks on the day. Damon Harrison Sr., 2 sacks. Tyrann Mathieu with 2 sacks. Amik Robertson, Carl Nassib with all 1 sack, along with Sean Lee, Chris Jones, and Jonathan Abram with 1 sack. Joe Hayden did claim an INT, but he didn't return it as much. But Damon Harrison did claim 2 fumble recoveries, one of which was a touchdown. So that wraps it up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next episode. Have a great Friday evening, everyone. Stay awesome. Stay lit.